Hi everybody, Keren here from tuppencecoloured.co.uk, and thank you very much for joining me today. This is the card I've been making today. It's a single layer card, and I used a masking technique to get this snowflake image on the front of the card. Stay with me, I'll show you how I did it. The supplies that I'm going to use today, my card base is thick whisper white, and I've just cut the sheet of A4 in half, and I'm going to score and fold it halfway to make my card base. Stamps I'm going to be using this sentiment from Beautiful Blizzard, and I'm going to use this stamp from Lovely as a Tree. Inks, I have Blueberry Bushel, Highland Heather, Balmy Blue and Night of Navy. And I'm going to use this die from the Snowfall Thinlets. Had to think for a minute whether they were thinlets or framelets. Now this is a very special time-limited set which you can only get in November 2018. So if you like this set, you're going to have to move fast when it comes on sale. But that's what I'm going to be using today. So let's get on. I've cut that largest snowflake out of a piece of scrap paper to make a template, and I've gone round the edges of the cutout with a two-way glue so that it's repositionable. And now I'm just taking a little bit of time to pop that piece of paper down onto my base card, making sure that I've got it straight and where I want it. And when I'm happy, I'm just going to press down all of those edges to make a good seal. I'm using Balmy Blue ink on my little makeup brush, and I'm just very carefully brushing around the edges of that template. So I'm starting on my scrap paper, and I'm very carefully, so that I don't dislodge my my stencil. I'm just brushing in very carefully. And this is the smallest of the oval makeup brushes that I've been playing with lately. And they are a very fun way, and a very easy way, I'm finding anyway, of applying ink to paper in this way. So I'm just taking my time and making sure, particularly around the bottom of that stencil, that I've captured all of those little bits. This is another piece of scrap paper, and I'm just cutting a nice curving shape, and I'm going to stick that down to the bottom of the card, of the stencil. And again, with my Balmy Blue and my tiny brush, I'm just brushing in just along the edge there. And now I'm cutting myself another curve, and I'm just deciding how I want that to go, and I think about there would look good. So again, a little bit of masking tape, because I can't seem to find my low tack, it's gone for a walk. And here I go again with my Balmy Blue, and I'm just checking to see how that's coming out. I'm quite happy with that. So now I've got my larger makeup brush, and now I'm going all over the background of the stencil, just giving it a light coating of Balmy Blue, and I'm being very careful where I've got those stuck down edges, just making sure that everything is still in place, that nothing is moving. Now I'm going to bring in some more colours. So the next colour that I'm going to be using is Blueberry Bushel. Again, same brush, haven't cleaned it, haven't done anything to it, because I'm just putting bluish kind of colours on top of each other. Just brushing in the colour there until I'm happy with the effect. Now I did bring out Pacific Point as well, because I thought I might use it, but I don't think I will. I think I'm just going to stay with the Blueberry Bushel. And the next colour I'm bringing in is some of the Highland Heather. And I'm just darkening up the colours around the edge of my snowflake pattern there. Just making sure I've got a nice clear pattern. And yeah, I think I'm happy with that. Maybe just a little touch more here and there. I've got the little snowflake stamp, and I'm just adding in a few flurries of snow. Just a few, not too much, don't want to overdo it. And I was using Whisper White ink there. Alright, so now it's time for the big reveal. Now, I want to be careful about how I take away the stencil. Because I've been working on it quite a bit, I'm afraid that the glue might stick down too much and it might lift the surface of the card. So what I'm doing here is I'm warming it up with my heat gun, and that will melt the adhesive just enough so that I can pull everything away, and I've got a lovely background. I'm going to use my Stamper Artist to help me stamp on this card because I put a lot of work into it and I don't want to spoil it with messy stamping. So I'm just going to position this tree where I want it. Put on my card, which I think is there, and I'm going to pick it up on the plate of the Stamper Artist. Now I don't want this bit at the bottom, so I'm going to mask that off with a little bit of Post-it. So I don't think I want it, so I'm going to try first of all stamping it without, and I'm going to use Night of Navy ink. Inking up the tree, light tapping, take away the postie, and stamp down. Okay, and there is my tree, so I'm just going to examine that carefully, and actually I think I need a little bit more ink along this side. So I'm just going to stamp that up again. This bit's okay, so I can stay away from the bit that I don't want inked, and just put a little bit of pressure along there. And that's much better. I'm much happier with that. Now, I want a sentiment onto this card as well, and I've chosen, if a hug were a snowflake, I'd send you a blizzard. And that is from the Beautiful Blizzard stamp set. So I've already done a little bit of work putting it where I think I want it. But now that I've got my tree in place and I know exactly where that's going to be. Okay. And I think that's a little bit off center, so let's put that more that way. And I'm doing all of this by eye. This is all a, you know, an eyeballing it job, because after all this is a handmade card. And again, I'm still using Night of Navy, and I've got it all over the plate, but let's not worry about that, doesn't matter. And there it is, that's the finished card, and I'm very pleased with the way it turned out, and I hope that you like it too. And if so, I would be dead thrilled if you click that like button, leave me a comment, or even subscribe to my channel, because it really does help me out. So thank you for staying with me to the end of this video. It's been great having your company. I'd love it if you came back and saw me again sometime soon, but for now, bye bye.